message is only particularly for the people that are truly the people of God. And by people of God, I'm talking about the people that are continuously and consciously always choosing to surrender to truth and God only. I'm specifically making a distinction from the people who are just wannabes, who are pretenders, who are deceivers, who actually use God's name to fluff themselves, to deceive other people. Even without me having to make this disclaimer, it will be obvious anyway, because the people who are pretenders won't even understand this message anyway. The main warning here, before I lead to my subsequent points, is that make sure you don't overexert your energy trying to question yourself and trying to put yourself into the path of doubts, because you're going to see a lot of people come out more often trying to associate themselves with God. The fake ones, as I already mentioned in this video. You are going to know when people are phonies, when people are pretending, when people are bullshitting, because you are someone who has deep discernment abilities. You feel things, you see things. You don't even have to call yourself anything. Like, it's not about being psychic, or you don't even care about these things. But you just know how to discern energy, and especially you know how to tell the difference between things and people that are of God versus things and people that pretend to be of God or pretend to be good, but on the inside there's nothing there, or it's rotten. And I'm telling you this to prepare you for a time where you will feel crazy, because you see, true people of God aren't the ones that are going around talking openly about this, and that's why it's going to actually cause an illusion that you're alone in this. But remember this, it's people that actually are connected to God. These people actually keep their mouths shut. They say to themselves, they're not really out there trying to be seen, trying to be validated. They're not even out there trying to show themselves. There's a lot of them. And if you're watching this, it's because you are connected to this energy and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this is a reminder that just because you feel like you're seeing a lot of deception happening everywhere and it's so obvious, and you feel like you're going crazy because you see the false prophets or false leaders or pretenders or snakes disguising as of God, you're going to see a bunch of them and you're going to get disgusted. But you're not the only person making this notice. You're not the only person making this observation, because once again, there's a lot of people out there that are in the same position as you, but they're just not public about their relationship with God. And you see, the people that praise these false prophets, the people that fall for these tactics of these snakes or the serpent that use God's name to get attention, the ones who are connected to the real one know this. You know this. The people that fall for that are the people who don't know what the difference is. It's not always going to be your job to force this belief or force this truth on them, because if they have to learn a lesson from this, let them learn the lesson from it. But do not confuse this supposed silent period where you feel like you're the only person seeing this deception unfold. You're not the only person. The people who are connected to God, they see it too, they're just not saying anything. This is to also say that there's a lot of heart connection happening now, meaning that words are going to be less necessary in order to take action, in order for a revolution to ensue. All that matters is you, people like yourselves, keeping your heart open and connected, because it's via hearts that you're going to be connected to each other and also recognize each other. The same way that you're pulled in to receive this message, once again, you might not even be the one who openly talk about God, or you might not even use the word God, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you can also tell that when I talk about God, it's not like religion. I'm not talking about religion. You understand my energy, you recognize my energy, your heart feels responsive to my energy. That's all that matters. That's exactly what we're talking about here. And this is where you have to recognize the difference between people like yourself who are really connected to God, who are really connected to real energy, who have real discernment abilities, versus the ones who just yap about it, who just want to create an image, who just want to be a part of something, who just want to feel special, and therefore they'll go as far as using God's name for that. Just know that the ones who see it, see it. So you don't have to feel crazy or alone or isolated. All that matters is that you don't betray yourself. You don't turn your back on yourself. Protect yourself, protect your heart. Find people like yourself. And people like yourself don't have to do too much to find other people like yourself, especially right now that the veil has been lifted. So things are a lot more clear now. You just have to say yes to the things that call to your heart and spirit. That's all.